Hi, this is Tony Teegarden with TonyTeegarden.com and also the co-founder of the Online Marketing Mentor Program. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why you should not outsource your marketing. And then I'm going to provide you actually 3 critical things that you need to focus on and will be able to focus on in order to serve your clients more effectively. So by far, something that I hear probably on a weekly basis are coaches and experts and specialists that I'm working with that say, Tony, will you just take over my marketing for me and let me focus on creating the content? And I'm going to tell you why that's a really bad idea. I'll really put it into context saying that, would you really outsource your thinking on a day-to-day basis? Well, chances are you probably wouldn't. You know, our lives are guided by our value systems, our hierarchy of values, and we have principles and morals and things like that that we live our lives by. And you wouldn't outsource those sort of things, which are absolutely critical to the direction of your life. So why would you outsource your marketing, which is essentially the same thing? With marketing, what we want to do is we want to connect deeply with our audience. And we really need to have a deep understanding of what compels them, what moves them, both emotionally and intellectually. So what you gain from mastering your marketing is essentially you can strategically create content and an environment that invites the right kind of client that you're looking to work with into a relationship with you where there is an equal exchange of value, meaning they're going to invest highly in themselves through you in order to receive an outcome. And by mastering marketing, you make that process a lot more easier on yourself as well as your clients. So as you can see, by mastering your marketing, what you're really doing is you're redefining your perception of how you serve your ideal client. And really when it gets down to it, we want to enjoy the clients that we work with and we want them to enjoy working with us. So here are 3 things to focus on with your new mindset around owning your marketing. So number 1 is understanding and applying, knowing the difference between showing up in your business as a marketer and as an expert. So you see, showing up in your business as a marketer allows you to gain a lot of altitude around your business and to look at interactions and the applications of your content, your communications in a more detached way so that you are simply focusing on testing and figuring out what works best to engage with your customers and really knowing them on an intimate level. You see, an expert is probably less likely to share their knowledge and their information and their expertise with people because they feel that people need to pay them in order for them to share that. And I can tell you that in this new knowledge economy that simply just doesn't work. With information being as freely shared as it is today, it's really important in order to provide people value out into the marketplace and to explain and to share with people knowledge that can serve them and help them in their everyday lives. So the second thing you want to focus on with this new mindset of marketing in your business is what currency is your ideal prospect thinking in? Well, of course, we're not just talking about money, although in some fields and some areas, then yes, we are going to be measuring the success that a client has by the amount of money that they make or even the money that they save. But we're also talking about, say for an example, in the weight loss niche. When someone says, you know, hey, listen, I want to lose X amount of pounds, well, then you understand that they're measuring their success by how many pounds they're guaranteed to lose. Or if we're talking about the dating niche, then how many phone numbers can someone get in order to get the ideal date? So we have to understand what exactly the client values in their mind and how they're going to measure it. Is it by the amount of money they've saved, they've earned? Is it the amount of pounds that they lose? Is it about the number of dates that they're going to get? So understanding the currency of your ideal client is going to be a critical factor of understanding how they're going to show up. And finally, the third thing that you want to focus on with this new mindset around marketing is how to translate value for your ideal prospects. Now, you can't leave it up to your ideal prospects to just simply be able to say, oh, you're charging X and I'm going to get my outcome and it's going to be okay, because many times they're not going to be able to do that. Our minds don't think very conceptually very well, at least not the vast majority of the population. So you really need to understand how you can go through this process of translating value for your ideal client. So that way, when you have a sales letter or sales video or any type of sales collateral that you're using, that you want to be able to understand what it means to translate value, so that even if you're not having a one-on-one engagement with your client, that process is still happening, and it's certainly going to improve your ability to convert that person into a new customer or client. So there you have it. Now you understand, by outsourcing your marketing, you're really outsourcing your understanding of your ideal prospects and clients. And when you're creating all of this content, you'll do so strategically and really understanding what next step that you're going to support that person in moving through. And then that way, of course, you both end up with a win-win situation, because they invest in your products, your coaching, and your services, and they receive the outcomes that they're looking for, and you get paid highly. So what about you? Have you been outsourcing your marketing, or maybe not implementing any marketing at all? It's not too late. As a matter of fact, here's what I want to ask of you. If you have any comments or questions, you can of course leave them below in the comments section. However, I really want to encourage you to go ahead and opt in with your best email, so that I can provide you news and tips that are going to support you in becoming a better marketer in your business. Matter of fact, when you subscribe, I've got a pretty big surprise for you. If you like those top 3 tips that I shared here today, I'm going to go into those in depth for you and really even give you some formulas that you'll be able to use immediately in your business. And besides that, I've got a lot of other cool stuff that you're going to receive as a small surprise. So I'm glad you were here to see this video. I enjoyed making it for you. And go ahead and subscribe now, and I'll see you on the other side.